Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's video, we're going to be looking at a new pair of Klein strippers that they sent me out, and part number on these is 12075. It is the heavy duty slim forged wire stripper slash cutter. These are going to run you about 32 bucks at Lowe's, Amazon, a couple other places as well. I'll put links in the description, and maybe you're looking at these saying they've had these out for some time. You know, this isn't a new tool, but there's actually a part number that is K12075 that has the curved handle. Those were the ones that were previously released. These have a straight handle. I never bought the curved handle pair, so I don't know that I don't necessarily like that specific pair, but I have bought some curved handle Kleins in the past, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. It wasn't that I didn't like them and couldn't use them. They didn't perform well. It's just I prefer straight handle pliers for some reason. So that's just my personal preference. You like the curve, that's just fine as well. But I'm going to compare it in this video to the Knipex Forged Wire Stripper, because every time I talk about this stripper, it's the one I use all the time. People always say it's missing two things. Two things for me as a commercial electrician, or whatever it is that you do. There's always two things that this comes up in the comment section that it doesn't do, that this Klein does do, and it comes in at a cheaper price. So maybe this is the actual one that you've been looking for. So let's go around the package before we get them out. It says 8 to 18 gauge solid, and then 10 to 20 on the stranded. So that 10 stranded right there, that's the big deal. You know, that's what these Knipex Forged wire strippers don't do. You know, even though I do use these for that, but it's not rated for it. These are rated for that. So if you're doing commercial lighting circuits, running 10 gauge wire, whatever it is in the 10 stranded, this one's going to allow you to do it. And then you have that it cuts, twists, crimps. That's the second thing. Forged wire stripper does not have a crimper, and then it also shears those 632 and 832 screws, or I'm going to say 632nd and 832nd, just to get y'all riled up in the comments. But here's the back of the package right here. If you want to zoom in, maybe read any of those. It does have an internal spring mechanism, so it is spring loaded, but it is inside, like you can't see the spring. I'll put a picture of that up here. Cutting blades, again the shearing, and then it has crimps non-insulated connectors, so it doesn't crimp insulated ones. This is intended for non-insulated. We go down here to the bottom, you can see it's made in Taiwan. So that's the packaging, that's the pricing, all that it says that it will do. But let's go ahead and get this thing out of the package and take a closer look. So let's go ahead and go around the outside of the tool. Now that I got it out of the package, you can see the Klein tool's name. That's on both sides of the grips. And I'm going to call these grips a mix between comfort grip and dip grips. Not in the way that they're slick at all like a dip grip is. That's my preferred grip. But they're not as thick as maybe some other comfort grips that maybe you use. It's definitely a lot thinner grip, and that's why I don't typically like comfort grips. And again, that's a personal preference. If you like comfort grips, more power to you. I just like dip grips, but I don't mind these because they are cushiony, but they're also not super thick, so I don't mind the grips on these right here. As far as the markings, and all these are just on this side of the face. They're not on this side over here. You have the solid wire 18 to 8. You've got the stranded wire on this side 20 to 10. There's your 832 and 632 screw cutters, and then here's your crimper down there 10 to 20, and then there's another Klein Tools logo with the part number 12075. Now, as far as the opening closing, it is spring loaded, but it does have this latch right here. Very easy, you know, to move. Like you can see me just moving it with my thumb right there. You open and close it. Let me see if I'm not, that's my left hand even, but right-handed. So if I'm here, I can still get to it from that side. I can get to it from this side if I want to. Pretty easy to get to no matter which side that you're on. As far as the Knipex, it's kind of the same. You know, I'm not even a spring-loaded plier fan. I much would rather mine not have a spring on it. I've kind of gotten used to it by using these pliers so much, and this doesn't bother me. You know, it's very easy to get to, very easy to close. If I'm going to have a spring-loaded plier, I want a lock on it just because it stores in a pouch and a tool bag a whole lot easier. Let's go ahead and check as far as size-wise with them open, how they are. Looks like they probably spring open pretty much about the same. And then if we flip it around to this side, which you kind of see it from this side, and then in that closed position, we'll go ahead and check. I'm going to bump them on the ground, lift them up. Knipex is a little bit longer, but everything else, width, all that kind of stuff, very similar. The head is a big difference, though. You can kind of see the difference in the thickness of the head. Now, some people are going to like that. Some people aren't. I personally don't ever twist my wires using my pliers anymore. I use wire nuts that basically twist my wires for me. There's no sense in me doing it with my tool. But So I'm going to prefer the thinner, but if you do use it, you're going to prefer probably this one right here, even though this one does say you can do up to 3 number 12s. I think that it is. I think I've got some 14. I'll try that here in a little bit. But again, the Knipex doesn't have crimper, doesn't do the 10 stranded. The only thing that would be better on the Knipex, if you're kind of in between the two, is going to be that head size right there, if that's what you prefer, and then also that screw cutter, because I'm going to assume, I haven't checked it out yet, but I can see threads in there. You are going to, with the screw cutter, these are some 6, you're going to have to thread that in. Then cut that, which is cut pretty easy, and then thread it back out. Whereas the Knipex, they have the deal where you just slide it down in there like this, cut it, pull it back out. There's no thread, and you don't even have to worry about doing it backwards or anything like that. This is still by far the winner as far as the screw cutter is the Knipex Forged Wire Stripper. I actually use this, and the best thing about it really is that you can use it with any screw that fits in that hole. It's not just limited to a 632 or 832 screw. So other than that, you do have that crimper. I don't have any uninsulated crimp connections. All mine are insulated. I did take the insulation off one. So just so you know, I've got a little crimp piece right here. I'm going to use it on a 10 gauge wire, but this is not necessarily that kind of a crimp connection, but just to see. So that's on there. Again, so if you're using the right thing, I looked in my box, I could have swore I had some ground ones that were uninsulated or non-insulated, but I didn't have any. So that's some 10 gauge wire, so you can crimp. Again, not an option on this one right here. And you can also strip 10 gauge stranded. The strip's really easy, cutters cut really nice. It's hanging on for dear life for that. Now I'm getting a little deep. I'm having to pull it off there. So, yeah, I mean, no problem doing that. Cutter's cut good. I've got some 14 gauge here. Let's go ahead and cut some of that with this. This is 14 solid. I'll go ahead and get some of this off. 14 solid. It's going to be, yeah, that one. I'm going to go ahead and strip it quite a ways back, actually. Put these together. Let me even them out a little bit. Let me strip that back a little bit more. Strippers are really nice right now. Again, they're new, so they should be, but definitely no problems on the stripping side of things. And then as far as twisting wires, I'm looking around the camera as well, and these things aren't hooked to anything, but just to give you an idea of can I stretch across three 14s, because it says 3 12s, but my big roll of 12s is in the, it's not great, but you get the idea. You can do it. Again, I don't ever use my pliers for twisting wires anymore like I used to anyway, so it's going to do all the things, you know, that you're going to want it to do. The one thing where the Knipex Forged Wire Stripper typically has always worked better for me, and it's not as good as the installation plier, and this is what I deal with more than anything, is this installation plier. You can see how much that opens up. So if you're running that, it fits right around this. Boom, fits right through MC cable. Knipex Forged Wire Stripper doesn't open as wide. It's got a little bit different style cutter in it too. It's got a step in it, but I've been able to get it around it and, you know, cut it like that. So now let's go with the Klein. See, it will go like, so this one's okay. Will it cut it? Yes. So it's probably as good as the Forged Wire Stripper. It's maybe doesn't open up maybe just a hair as much, but it does go around it, and you can cut it. Again, these are still by far the best of the bunch because it doesn't have that step in there. The spring is not keeping you from being able to open it as wide as you want to. You can just go right around it with these. Grab it and cut it. So it strips 10 gauge wire, has a crimper, will cut MC cable as well, and then also has a thinner head, which I kind of like. Again, that's a personal preference for me. Some of you are going to say, nope, I need a bigger head so I can twist my wires. Maybe you twist, 412s or whatever it is you twist all the time. I don't do that. So I prefer this the same as I prefer this on the electrical installation pliers from Knipex. But as with every tool, what it ultimately comes down to is what is it that you personally do each and every day the most. If you're somebody who uses non-insulated crimps all the time, you do 10 stranded, 8 solid all the time, then it's a no-brainer. These are a better plier for you, and they come in at a cheaper price. Now, if you're somebody who cuts screws all the time, like whatever reason, in your line of work as an electrician, you're always cutting those screws every single day, then it's a no-brainer to me that these cannot be beat in that category. Like, it doesn't matter. And maybe if you're somebody who cuts screws all the time, but you very, very rarely strip 10 stranded or 8 solid, then you might want to look into these over having to sit there and thread your screws every single time. But other than that, again, if you use a crimper, you do 10 stranded, 8 solid. This cutter is really good in my opinion. It fits around MC about the same as what the forged wire stripper does. That's always been a deciding factor for me. But ultimately, again, comes down to what it is that you do. Only you know the answer to that, but hopefully this video helps you in making that decision. That's always the goal behind all my videos. But let me know in the comments below if any of you have been running these Klein strippers, maybe the curved version that has this same exact head on it. Do you like those? Have they been working out well for you? And then what is it that you do in your day-to-day life? That might help people in the comment section below as well. As always, though, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.